On the airport, doesn't the county has contracts with the airport? You're the head of the Republican Party. They give preferential favorable treatment, which I confirmed with Mr.
Hicks,
Gallagher.
I don't
Isn't that
comment.
an improper interest in a
Mr.
contract?
Hicks, again, I don't comment about Republican Party matters from this dais.
I'm
Thank
talking
you so much.
specifically about that you're
You've
the head of the
already asked-
Republican
you've
Party,
already asked
and
the
somebody with
question.
business before the county gives you
You've asked the
preferential
question.
treatment.
I have no comment.
Okay.
Thank you.
Do you think it's appropriate?
No comment.
Okay. Can
What
I get a
part
copy
no
of what?
comment
Can
don't
I get
you
a copy of
understand?
what?
If you really want to know something, don't ask me about the Republican Party when I'm sitting at dais in the middle of a county office.
No, what I was asking you about is that given that you are a commissioner and you are the head of the Republican Party and you get preferential treatment to use the facilities at Sporty's in the airport, I believe that's an improper interest in a contract.
That we don't get preferential treatment.
Yes, you do. I asked Chuck Gallagher in the meeting.
They're an FOB. The county, they pay the county to rent the facility.
Okay, and you negotiate the rates with them. So they do not rent their facilities to other people. The only people they let use the facilities are a couple of nonprofits, the Boy Scouts and the Rotary, and the Republican Party. The Republican Party is not a nonprofit.
Hold on, when did they let the Republican Party use it?
Painter is going to claim that Flag Day events that we discuss are not actually Republican Party events. But here's the 2024 Clermont GOP Pancake Breakfast with David Painter sitting at the dais at the Clermont County Airport.
Your Flag Day events?
That's not my Flag Day event.
Okay. If you want to play it that way.
Well, it's not. You know that Flag Day event.
Well, who runs those events?
Chris Melman.
Okay. All right. So substance versus form.
No.
The substance of it is that you think that you can evade the potential conflict by just having somebody else take care of it?
Chris, I don't do anything for Flag Day. Nothing.
All right. I believe that the airport, when the airport starts letting other political entities use their facilities, then there won't be an issue. But when the entity that they allow to use their facilities, when they don't allow other entities to use their facilities, is somebody with which they have contracts or they have other involvement, whether it be the auditor's office, the commissioner's office, etc. I'm just saying, this goes into the how you react to me thing. You could say like, well, Chris is just an ass and I don't like him and so on and so forth. But you could also say, he might have a point that we should be careful about using facilities of somebody who has contractual relationships with us where it could create the appearance of impropriety. Remember in the olden days when the appearance of...
We are careful when it comes to that. That's why, the party has nothing to do with that then. Period.
It just happens the chief deputy auditor is the one who sets it up,
The chief deputy auditor has a business entity registered in this state. And he does set that up, and it's got nothing to do with that.
Okay. Well, we'll see. I'm just pointing out. I've pointed it out to you. You can have your position. I can have my position. And I would just ask you, how do you think it's going to look to the public? You think they're going to buy that it's not the airport feeling they have to give favorable treatment to the people with which they have contractual agreements? Are you kidding me? So, Dave, some of these things, you need to have, I think they look at them and realize that how's the public going to see it? And we used to have a standard in our country of avoiding any appearance of impropriety. And at a minimum, it looks like a significant appearance of impropriety. As soon as the airport allows other entities, I know Chuck Gallagher, I asked him, hey, could my group have an event there? No.
Well, I know the Boy Scouts of America have events.
Those are nonprofits. Okay, I asked them, who else do you let use it? You don't rent it to anybody. I asked them in the meeting. You don't let anybody else use it except for the two nonprofits in the Republican Party.
The only thing that Clermont County owns at that airport is the taxiways and the runway.
Yeah, and what happens if you wouldn't let them use them? They're out of business.
Who? You mean the FBO operator?
The airport.
yeah, then we would cancel the contract.
Right, and I think some facilities are on county property too. At least the guy talked today about putting some facilities on county property.
He talked about putting facilities on county property, but right now there is.
Does the county or not have a contract with the airport?
We do.
Okay, so boom, done, okay? You have a contractual relationship with them. You are also the head of the Clermont GOP. They give preferential treatment to political interests aligned with you. That is potentially a problem.
Treatment to political interest aligned with me.
Then why don't they let any other political interests?
You know that serving on a central committee is compatible with being a commissioner.
Improper interest in a contract is not compatible.
There is
Using your position to in a way that appears to make it an offer they can't refuse. Let us have our events there. I'm just telling you, Dave, you can choose, you do what you're going to do always, right? You're going to decide that I'm wrong and you're right, and we'll see how it plays out. We'll just see how it plays out, okay?
Okay.
Yeah, the other thing you might want to do is have some common sense and avoid situations of an appearance of impropriety, period. Do the event someplace that you don't have a contract with. Simple.
Hey, point well taken.
Do you guys rent out your hangars for events?
It's the nobody's talking about.
So when like they do the Flag Day stuff and things like that there, how are they doing that?
And you're gonna attach the letter.
We let them know.
Okay. Do you give them an in-kind contribution letter?
Okay, it's probably because it's being shared.
See, in theory, there's a value to that, and you should give them an in-kind contribution letter to be reported in their campaign finance. So Chuck, the problem in particular with letting political people do events there is when you have financial relationships with those political people.
I don't know, just get, just keep your eye on it.
That's a campaign finance issue.
I'll look into it. I'll have somebody look into it.
So you know what I'm saying? Like you have contracts that involve people that are involved with getting favorable treatment. You just told me you don't provide that as a service to other people.
We don't rent it out.
Okay.
Employees use it.
Okay. If I want to have an event there, can I just call up and have an event?
Probably not.
Okay.
An employee.
So neither are government officials in Clermont County. They're not employees either.
Batavia Rotary uses the building every week.
Okay. That's going to be a nonprofit.
So does the Boy Scouts.
Okay.
So does the EAA.
Okay. Do any of them have contracts involving the airport? So you should just be cautious and cognizant. Had you called me back, this is the kind of stuff I would have told you. You should be careful what you're doing because you're giving a thing of value to political officials with which you have a contract. That's called an improper interest in a contract. Separate from that, it should be being reported as a campaign finance in-kind contribution. So.
All right, I'll have somebody look into it.